Before I start this video, I just want to give a big shout out to Codops 24/7 for maybe possibly uploading this video to his channel. So yeah, thanks Codops. Alright, what's going on everybody? This is Flumed, and this is the story of how I got involved in a gang fight. So it was sophomore year, the beginning of my sophomore year in high school, and for the people who don't know, I'm already graduated, but yeah. So we were riding the bus home. I remember this very clearly. It was a Thursday, and everybody was riding the bus home. It was like 4 o'clock because that's when we get out of school. But we were riding the bus to our bus stop, and like usually, like I'm one of the kids that sits in the back, and we joke around and tell each other like jokes and stuff, like mean jokes that you wouldn't say to your parents or anything. But we were just telling each other stuff, joking around, and stuff got out of hand. Like people started like really shit talking each other. And there was these two guys, because they were like kind of rapping like, oh yo, I'm back at it like a crack addict. But they were just rapping on each other, joking around, and it got pretty intense. And I've already renamed them. I have it like written down who I want to rename. So a friend of mine, I'm gonna change his name to Josh. He was rapping on this other guy who's named Rick. Now Rick isn't like too fond of that. He's like, oh, I'm an upperclassman, I can't be treated like this. Because at the time he was a senior and Josh was a sophomore, and Josh was just going on him and just telling him all this stuff. I really don't remember it too well, but he was just going off on him, and it was the funniest stuff. Everybody was laughing, like the entire bus was laughing. Can you picture that? Everybody laughing at you when someone's cooking on you. It's the worst. So me and Josh were planning on going to his house to go play some like Gears of War 2 or something like that. I don't even think Gears of War 3 had come out yet, or I'm not sure. But we were going to his house because it was like the first week of school. We are trying to keep our friendship strong. But we'd go to his house like every day, and like for the first 3 or 4 weeks of school, we'd go to his house like every day and play like Xbox and stuff. But I remember this very clearly. The Rick guy, I kind of know him. I actually went out with his sister at one point, and he didn't like that. But the Rick guy got off the bus and he followed us, and he had like a group of friends. Now that group of friends, they're my friends as well. Like I know everyone on the bus, and I wasn't gonna get in a fight because I'm friends with everyone there. But they were all picking on Josh, like, oh, we're gonna kick your ass if you insult him again. Like, don't ever treat me like that. And they were like pushing him. And you guys have to know this. Josh is a very cocky guy, and Rick is an even more cockier guy, if that's even possible. So Josh, being the smarter person, he said, you know what, dude, I'm not gonna fight you, not right now, fuck that. So we just left. We had to like fucking take like the back street of the whole neighborhood so we wouldn't see them. So it was pretty scary. Now the next day, Josh said, dude, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna show him who's boss. So Josh, being like a kind of jockey kind of guy, he got like 4 or 5 guys from the football team, some guys from like, I don't know, track. I don't know, these guys are like fit and buff. But like it was towards the end of the day, and we were all getting on the bus, and Rick, being the guy who like told Josh off, he noticed that there was like all these people on the bus who weren't supposed to be there. So when me and Josh and all those like jocks got off to go to Josh's house, Rick got off again because he knew that he had to get off to defend his pride. So everyone gets off the bus. There's like 20 people in the street, like 10 and 10. I'm just kind of sitting on the sidelines. There is like grown-ups like parked outside of like the neighborhood, kind of like in the street, because they know that something's gonna happen. And they start talking. They're like, oh, why are you talking shit, bro? What the fuck? And like, everybody's kind of like making room for a fight, and they start fighting. Like one thing goes to another, and they just start beating the shit out of each other. And this isn't boxing. This is legit fucking fighting. I remember very clearly when Josh punched Rick in the face, and Rick kneed him like in the gut, and like, oh my god, it was a graphic fight. And this old lady from across the street, she's just kind of watching us, right? So it's like, oh, maybe she's worried or something. And you can see her on the phone. So a couple minutes pass, and these guys are still going at it. Like, they have each other in a headlock by then. And if you guys know, you guys have ever been in a fight, or if you've ever witnessed a fight, once the headlock comes into place, you're not gonna get out of it, and you're just gonna be there like a dumbass. And all of a sudden, this like Impala 6.4 comes out of nowhere. If you guys know what an Impala 6.4 is, I'll put a picture of it on the screen. And it just like drifts like some Need for Speed shit onto the street where they were fighting. He almost ran over the damn guys. And like this guy, he tries to get out, right? But he can't. Like the door that he was trying to get out through has child lock. And he was just like, oh, I can't get the fuck out. And like he's like a big like gangster kind of hood guy, and he can't get out. And he has to get out through the sunroof. And like his shirt got caught in the sunroof thing. And like he was just stuck there for like a good minute, and everyone was laughing. He was like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. and he pulled out a knife. Now this is where shit got scary, because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get a knife, you know, your boy, fuck that, dude. I left. Like, I started speed walking my way home. I started kind of speed walking my way out of there, and the guy gets out of, like, one guy gets out of the driver's seat, and he looks at me, and I kind of recognize him. I'm like, who are you? And he's just like looking at me really weirdly, and it turned out to be my cousin. And I was like, hey man, what's going on, how are you? And, like, you know, try to make a conversation so I wouldn't get fucking shot in the face. So he's like, oh man, yeah, you should get the fuck out of here. Like, that's what he told me, you know, get out. And everybody ran like crazy, like a bunch of rats. Like, it was the funniest shit ever. And to this day, my friends tell me shit for, you know, running away from the fight. But it wasn't really my fight, you know. I was just there. I was a spectator. But yeah, that was my first ever gang experience. I've never had anything like that again, and I don't think I ever will. But once again, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Codops 24/7 for maybe possibly uploading this. If it was a good enough commentary, you guys tell me in the comments. And yeah, this is Flumed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.